we live?
We are live.
Good morning, Lebanon. My name is Ashley Mahan, and I'm the Executive Director for the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce.
My name is Ryan Shear, and I'm some guy in the seat. So.
He's my co-host for today. Welcome to the show, everybody. We have a lot to cover today.
We do. We definitely have a lot to get into, but first let's talk about Cavell and what they've done for us today.
Yes, we really need to discuss this because this is something amazing.
Let me turn this off so we can see that really well.
Yes.
Not only do we have that, so what it is, it's a waffle bar. What she's done is she's got a waffle bar, so you can come in, have some waffle. Well, you know what? We're just going to play this and you can see what's going on with it. I mean, what better breakfast, can you have?
Yeah, all kinds of toppings. This is such a cute idea too, something really neat that I never would have imagined.
Yeah, so I'm in Cavell a lot, apparently, because I'm addicted to cold brew. But yeah, it's set up at the end of our counter. You go in, pick your toppings, pick your flavors. It's one of the unique things that you can get there. So definitely go check them out there at the east end of Commercial Street, right before you get to Washington.
Yep,
So
waffle on a stick.
Another sponsor that I want to give a huge shout out to, once again, is CNC Farm and Home Supply. They make this show possible by taking care of our internet bill. And they do that so you guys and we can have this show. So there we go.
We have a lot of amazing sponsors. We also have a few others that we should maybe shout out to.
Yes, absolutely. Let's do that real quick. Because without them, we're not here, right?
Right. And of course, Boattown Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
Brian's not here today in person, but there's a little fly buzzing around, and I think that's his spirit here with us today.
You feel that's him, right?
Yes, I feel that it's him just wanting to say hello to everybody. And then we also have R&R Contracting, Garner & Smith Insurance, Optimized Health and Integrative Medicine, and of course, Jacket Nation Sports.
And thank you to all those people. They all make this show possible, take care of some of the bills in the background, also help us keep the show staffed and going. So.
Yep, and we want to share a lot of great information with you guys today. There's a lot going on in Lebanon and in the community, really starting with today. So the Chamber of Commerce, we do a monthly Business Builders Luncheon, and today is the day that we have that. We have Brian Swino with Swino Visuals coming to talk to us about using high quality media and effective branding to help elevate your business. We will have Cornerstone for lunch. So 2 great reasons to come and join us today at the Civic Center there in the meeting room. We'll meet at noon. Come and see us. You'll pay for your lunch at the door. And the Lebanon YMCA has a great event coming up tomorrow, Pound in the Park, and this is going on actually in the evening at Boswell Park, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's a $30 registration fee, but you also get a t-shirt with that. So go out and check out what Pound in the Park is all about. You want to talk about this one?
Yeah, Charity Golf Scramble's coming up, Project 360. I sat on the board of that, and basically it's just going to be a Charity Golf Scramble on June 29th. Still looking for teams. You can call Tim at 417-664-1724. We have a lot of golfers here in town, so let's all get together, and it's for a good cause for Project 360.
And the Miss Leclerc County Fair pageant is happening on the first day of the fair, which is July 6th, but today is the deadline to get registered for this pageant. So if you have not done so, or if you know a young lady who might be interested, there is an age group for every single age. So get registered today.
Absolutely. And Jeremy will be on just a little bit. We'll talk more about this, but Senior Day.
Senior Day at the fair. This is always a great event. A lot of great sponsors for this one too. But seniors, you get to go into the Civic Center and enjoy the air conditioning and get some great information that might help you out.
And Jeremy's done a really good job. How many years, Jeremy, have we been doing Senior Day at the? Well, he'll come up and talk about it. How many years? So this is the 12th year that they've been putting this on, and it's just grown and become such a good deal. So make sure you go check out Senior Day, and like I said, Jeremy's coming up to talk about it in here in just a little bit.
Yep.
All right.
Like I said, lots going on. If you're watching this show, this is live. We do encourage comments, sharing, liking, and if you want your flyer posted on our show someday, send it to me. I would love to have it up on the screen for everybody to see what is going on with you and your business.
Absolutely. And with this show, if you want something announced, whatever, couple things that are coming up. Birthdays. We're going to launch birthdays in July. Now, not only are we going to launch birthdays, what's going to happen is if you want to wish somebody a happy birthday, anniversary, stuff like that, we're going to announce it here on the show for you and your loved ones, and you're actually going to get something too. And we're going to work all of that out. And Claws and Paws, we're going to do.
I'm so excited.
My grandparents, they loved animals. Like, it was literally how it is. So I've wanted to always incorporate something into the show. So coming up in July, Claws and Paws is going to have a Pet of the Week sponsored by us here. So you can help do that as well, as we try to be more of a community resource, but we like to help the little animals too.
Yeah, they're so cute and sweet.
I know, my child got a cat from there, and I don't like cats, but I love this cat now. So it's just one of those things. Like, you always figure your kid gets a cat, you're like, no, I'm getting it. I'm gonna have to take care of it. But they're doing pretty well, but I still gotta take care of it some. But it's my buddy in the morning when we get up. So
awesome.
That's doing well. So that's coming up. So stay tuned for those things coming up here in July. Did you guys rock, paper, scissors to who goes first?
Jeremy is ready.
Jeremy is ready. So let's set up for Jeremy here. Let's just have Jeremy come talk a little bit more about, because he's going to be the hero of the day today.
Yes, so just a quick shout out to York Diesel Performance. They were going to be a guest today, but unfortunately due to a family emergency, they are not able to be here. We will reschedule them for another time, but we just want to know, to let the York family know that you all are in our thoughts today.
Absolutely. You can come on up, Jeremy. And also, we do want, it's interactive. Please like, comment, share, help us grow. Also, since I'm sitting here, I can't really listen to the show. If we're not sounding good or looking good, let us know. Just be nice. As Jeremy gets up here. How are we doing today, sir?
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
We're so excited for you to be here. I know that you had some information you wanted to push out to the community.
Sure. Thanks for kind of getting me on this morning.
Yeah.
Whenever you called this morning, I was like, yes, we've got to get Senior Day blasted out there. So Senior Day at the fair is coming up Tuesday, July 9th from 9 to 1 at the Cowan Civic Center. And this is a day for not only seniors, but we've got a lot of people that take care of their parents, caregivers. There's going to be lots of free stuff, food, fun, and tons of information resources for our seniors. This is, I think, the 12th year that I've been a part of Senior Day. Senior Day started out in where they did the arts and crafts for the fair. I think it was down in the Mill Center for a while. And then as the fair grew, they didn't know how to proceed with Senior Day and didn't want to. They had enough on their plate. And so I was obliged to help Kathy Kinchelow, Sarah Smith, Jerry Phillips. This year, Missy Tubbs is helping us kind of coordinate this. But it's just gotten bigger and bigger every year. This year, I think we've got 61 booths that are already committed with their booth forms in,
Nice.
and I think we've got 10 more that we'll have by next week. So I think we'll have a full house. So we're excited for that again.
Did I see on the flyer bingo, something about bingo here?
Yes, so we do have a wild bingo game, and and it's fun. Everybody gets to sit down and we play bingo for about an hour. I think we can usually do 10 regular games of bingo and then 2 blackouts. And this year we're going to have Walmart gift cards, so
Nice.
folks can win Walmart gift cards. and
Everyone can use one of those.
Everybody ends up at Walmart.
Yep.
So my question is, what made you start this? What made this begin for you?
So my job is in insurance. I deal with our old folks and our seniors, and I help guide them in what to do, not only with their insurance, but different resources like Medicaid and extra help through Social Security. There's lots of programs through drug manufacturers to help save on medicine. So that's what I do for a living, and fortunately I get to do that for a living. I love what I do, and I'm passionate about it, but it just kind of fit right in. Just like the Hughes Senior Center,
I started
right?
to say, you're also involved in the Hughes Senior Center.
Yeah.
And you recently just did something for them as well.
So Mel's on Madison, bless their hearts, let us do Celebrity Bartender, and it was a blast. I'm not used to being on the back side of the bar. I'm always on the front side of the bar, and it was a lot of work, and you got to work hard for those tips. And we raised $2,142
Wow.
at
Oh,
Celebrity
wow.
Bartender. So hopefully they'll have us back again next year. We had a blast with that. Senior Day also, the City of Lebanon gives us the Civic Center building for free that day. And so we never charge booth space for our vendors. It's always free. This year we did a push with our vendor forms that we sent out to folks that wanted to attend if they wanted to make donations to the Hughes Senior Center. So that's another thing that we've done and kind of was able to incorporate and build off of Senior Day.
Very nice. So are you still taking applications for booth space?
We'll have a few left, yes.
Just a few.
Yes.
So it's limited,
yes.
but is
So
there
try
a
to get,
deadline?
I would say deadline's going to be end of next week. Probably we'll need those in.
Okay.
So if I've dropped you off a booth form, turn them in.
Who all do you know confirmed are you going to have for booths there?
So we've got all of our local resources, like Social Security, Medicaid office, all of our senior housing places that help folks with low-income housing, things like that. But then you'll have folks like us with insurance opportunities. We've got some folks that are going to sell crafty stuff. We're hoping to get a coffee vendor in, so hopefully we can get that going.
I'll stop that. That was my bad. I was checking to make sure the sound was all right. You know, I'm doing my producer thing. I'm trying to leave you two alone and let you guys do a good
Right.
show. And I'm sorry I interrupted.
Continue, Jeremy.
That's okay. So we do kind of have a schedule of events for Senior Day. It's from 9 to 1. 10:30, the Leclerc County Sheriff's Department does a senior scam prevention. It's not just our older folks that are getting bugged on the phone by telemarketers all day, but they're really preying on our old folks. So they do a good senior scam prevention. 11 o'clock, we'll kick off our bingo game. And at noon, we have the famous True Love Quartet going to perform for us again. They've performed for several years and volunteer their time to do this. We also are going to have Papa G's Hot Mess. They've got a food truck, and it's really good food, and they can push out a lot of food really quick, and it is very good. So lots of fun. We're going to have lots of raffles and prizes. So just come hang out. It's air conditioned, by the way. That's the important part. It's going to be 100 degrees probably that week. So
Yes, the fair is always hot.
it is hot.
So that'll be a nice break for everybody to come in and check out what is going on at Senior Day at the fair. Maybe win a prize. Get some
Probably
great
would win a
food.
prize.
Yeah. And see Jeremy.
Yeah, come see me. It's going to be fun.
Yes.
All right, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for on the fly coming in, and you do such good work with the community in our town. We thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me again.
Absolutely.
This is fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
So what I'm going to do right now is that Brian was, when we planned this, Brian was supposed to be here. He didn't realize that he had a vacation weekend planned. But when he moved into town, Lebanon Art Guild really stepped up and did something really fun for him. And I want to share that video with you guys now.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Brian from Boattown Brewing. And today we're actually across the street at the Lebanon Art Guild. And we've got some cool stuff to talk to you about today. I'm here with Patty and Al. And I'm going to turn this over to Patty, and she's going to talk about these pictures that are here with us.
Okay, these pictures are what we call collaborative art, and each picture is made up of art from 8 different artists. So I'm the one who started this here at the gallery. And what I do is I find a picture that I think is important to the art world. I take that picture, print it out on an 8.5 by 11, and then I cut it into 8 pieces and give each person one piece. And then they have to size it up, and then they can use any medium of their choice and paint it, and then we put it all together and see how it looks. So on this one, this is Frida Kahlo. She was an important artist in the 1800s. And there's pastel, colored pencil, watercolor, acrylic, and down here we even have collage, which was something new for us. And then the next one is Hayao Miyazaki, and we did him last year in preparation for our Anime in May show. And he, same thing, same process. But what I wanted to point out is this one piece here, our artist actually used cloth and cut it out to make the suit.
That's awesome. I think these pictures are great. And I love the way they come together and the way the artist's interpretation all works together in the same picture.
One more note on him is we've had young people come in, and the first thing they do is they look at it and they say, Godfather of anime, and they know exactly who he is, which is surprising to me because I knew nothing about anime until the Anime in May contest. The last collaborative effort we did was of Jenkins, and I talked to Patty about that we should welcome Boattown Brewery to the neighborhood. So we did the same thing. We took the logo, blow it up to 8 by 10, and then cut it in 8 pieces. And it was the lovely, whatever line work there was hard to, was going to be very hard to match up. And I was a cartographer, so I had to do, everything was precise. So I used an engineer scale and did it all off and did the math, so I knew mine's going to be right.
That is amazing. And we love how this turned out. What an incredible brewery warming gift from the Art Guild. We're so appreciative of it. And I'm going to pull my phone up here so I can talk about the artists that were involved in this. So the 8 artists that were involved in making our Jenkins here were Verna Scherer and Jeff Pennington, Ellie Smith, Deborah Kufner, Al Bick, Patty Kilson, Mary Gainey, and Deja Sandoval. And so Jenkins here is going to hang in a place of honor at the brewery. And so the next time you're at Boattown, make sure and stop and check him out and take a look. And hey, don't forget to come across the street to our neighbors, the Lebanon Art Guild. As I look around this room, there are amazing pieces of art in here by incredible artists, and they deserve your attention. And so come in and take a look and help support our local art guild and our local art scene. Thank you guys so much from Lebanon Art Guild and Boattown Brewing, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
All right. And
Wow.
here it is.
This is amazing. I am blown away by how cool this looks together, because you might think that because they don't exactly match up, it would look weird, but it actually looks really good like this. I love this.
Yeah, I got, so a little backstory on this is the original Jenkins, I actually do marketing for Brian, and I made the original picture that this was based off of. Now, not the original Jenkins that come from a service, we do different things with it, but just the composition, the Boattown, all that. So it was kind of cool to go film this and see what journey in the last 2 or 3 years Jenkins has taken. And it's hanging up, it's hanging up here in the brewery, so if you want to come see it, check it out. There it is.
Thank you, Lebanon Art Guild, for this masterpiece. I love it. And I love that they did other ones too. That video was awesome to show the other pieces of art that they've done as well.
Definitely on like First Fridays, times you're out during the day or whatever, stop by the Art Guild and see. There's a lot of talented people here in town participating in the Art Guild.
Yep, absolutely.
And Melinda, yes, this is amazing. Everybody's shouting out to Al. Emily supports many organizations. Yeah, way to go, Al and Kaylee Miller. Amazing art. It really is amazing. So I'm going to go put this down and let you introduce our next guest.
Be very careful with that, please.
Yes.
All right. Up next is another great guest. We always try to bring you the best guest that we can every single week, and the City of Lebanon likes to be a recurring guest. And so today we have Rebecca Rippard from the City of Lebanon.
Wow.
She's in the tourism department. She is also known as Roxy's mom.
Office Rocks.
Yes, Office Rocks. Rebecca, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, I'm so glad you're here.
We do. You built that up a lot. I'm a little
She's
concerned
fabulous.
right now.
She's one of my office neighbors. I have the best office neighbors, and
Well.
yeah.
We might have a little fun.
Yeah, I know. Every time I go visit you or Melinda or whatever, it's the dog. I'm
Yeah.
really there to see the dog, and you guys are consequential.
Yeah, that's fine by me. The funny thing is the dog doesn't get paid. So she's there for free. It's fabulous.
She's the mascot.
She is.
She really is. She really
Well,
is.
it's her world and we just live in it. That's how it works.
Yes.
So thanks for having me. What would you like to talk about today? This is a problem.
Yeah, this is
a lot.
Kayla, this
Kayla.
is tempting Rebecca just sitting here in front of her. You're welcome to eat on screen.
On screen, that would be magical, just like the fly that's going around our heads. By the way, Brian Hash and I are going to have a talk about that fly
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
Because, I mean, fly on the wall. It's like he's spying.
That's
It
what I
is.
said.
It
I
is.
feel
Total
his presence
spy.
here with
Yeah.
the fly
That-
landing on me.
That's Brian's little spy drone. Is what it
It's
is.
really cool that he has that ability.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Well, we are here to talk about tourism. Kind of what you do, maybe a little bit, why it's so important. You can just lead us with whatever topic you would like.
Wow, I'm gonna lead you, and then you're gonna have questions.
Okay.
But you're not gonna look at my sheet, so it has to be true organic material
Okay.
that we present today. I don't know if everyone is aware, and not in a lot of communities with tourism entities, people aren't. But what we do, our whole mission in life is to basically attract visitors to our area. And why is that important, you asked? Did you ask that?
I did ask that.
Okay, she asked. So the importance of having tourism in community and your visitors is because they come here and they not only do they create lifelong lasting memories with their families, they enjoy your destination, but they also do my favorite thing, which is spend money
Yes.
in your destination. So it helps kind of fund your community without without having to ask for much from them necessarily. We just want them to come and have a great time. There are lots of things that go on behind the scenes. First, I would say that our advertising and marketing budget in the tourism department is based solely on lodging tax, which is from people staying overnight in Lebanon, which they do. They certainly do. We've had a couple of great years with that. And I would say that then what we do with those funds is a few different things. We don't necessarily advertise here locally very much, obviously, because our job is to get people here. And so we advertise to people outside of our area. We participate in a program with the Missouri Division of Tourism. It's a grant program. And so we're able to ask for funds to create an advertising campaign. And so for instance, this coming year, which starts July 1, our fiscal year starts July 1, we will have a $130,000 advertising campaign that's comprised of digital marketing and print marketing. And the nice part about that is, the best part about that is in that grant program, we'll also request half those funds back. So for $65,000, we'll get $130,000 worth of advertising and marketing. And we work with an agency that places our ads for us, does our digital marketing, and the best part about it is they're experts in their field. So they know tourism marketing, destination marketing, and they guide us, which is why I think we've seen some increased visitation. We have some great stats on our digital marketing as well, making sure we're hitting the right audiences. We did a visitor profile study last year, I believe it was. We needed to know where people are coming from, how long they're staying, are they repeat visitors, are there markets that we're missing? And we caught a couple of states that we didn't really realize were our market. So it's a super important thing to know. You have to know where to go to get them. So that's what we certainly try to do.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what the most surprising state was?
It wasn't necessarily a surprise. Kansas kind of hit me. Now, you wouldn't think Texas is one too, as well. But you know, they're coming, what I've learned is that when people come up from Texas, often driving, because we're a drive-to destination, they are passing through to get to Fort Leonard Wood. So they stop at the welcome centers along the way. There's obviously one in Joplin, Missouri, And then we have one in Conway, but they stop in Joplin, and they really love our Lebanon materials because when they're coming to visit their family member, their soldier at Fort Leonard Wood, they want to know what's in the area that we can do. And we're just 30 minutes from Fort Leonard Wood, which is a great market for us. So we seem to be kind of popular with that crowd. So it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good thing to know. It was good for us because, you know, these are important decisions to make and important dollars to spend, and we want to do that wisely and well and not waste anything and make sure that we're enticing people to come to Lebanon and show them what we have. And there's always, always, always something to do.
Yes.
And there's always room for improvement. So we're always striving for the next great thing. So what else would you like to ask me?
Well, speaking of Fort Leonard Wood, myself, Rebecca, Stacia, and then Sarah Angst from downtown, we all kind of rotate and go visit Fort Leonard Wood
We do.
every week and take goodies to the soldiers up there and their families and try to entice them to come to our great community and visit these wonderful places, such as our great sponsors like Covell and Boattown Brewing.
Oh, definitely so. And the nice thing about that, that's an orientation meeting for soldiers coming to the base. They're not coming to basic training. So those folks, you know, those soldiers can't get off base. But these are the officers and folks that come in with their families and are able to leave the base, which is why it's important for us to be there to let them know we're 30 minutes down the road.
Yes.
And here's all the things that we have. And they seem to really dig it.
They do.
They dig
They
it.
love learning about our events. One of the biggest things too, Bennett Springs
Yes.
and the library. Those are the popular things with
Yeah.
the families. They really want to learn about these and come visit them. So
Wow, that's really cool. You know, and you brought it up, but I will say, obviously, our top two attractions for this area are Bennett Springs State Park and Route 66. And I'm calling this my centennial era because Bennett Springs is having their centennial this year. They're celebrating, and I think they have something planned in October. And then in 2026, we have the Route 66 centennial, and I have actually been sitting on the state committee planning and making sure that Missouri honors the centennial appropriately for the destinations along the route. And then I also have the privilege of sitting on some national working groups that are also talking about what's going on the federal level, and hopefully we'll all just be synergistic. And oh, did you like that word?
yes.
Synergistic.
All I heard was you're like a big deal.
No. Oh, no.
She's trying to compete with Roxy.
No,
It's that competition.
No, I am definitely not a big deal. I just maybe need to learn the word no a little bit better.
I can relate to that.
Me and
myself,
Roxy,
yes.
me and Roxy don't know the word no. However, these are great things because we really want Lebanon to be represented, and this way we have the opportunity. Rod Reed with Shepherd Hills, serves as the chair of the federal Route 66 Centennial Commission. What a privilege and honor, and definitely great to serve along with him. So we will hopefully make all of that great. I was going to back up to Bennett Springs State Park, though. I had to get with them about a couple of things this week, and I learned, and it just hit me hard, that in 2023 they had 1.8 million visitors. 1.8 million
Wow.
visitors. I know, right? I did the same thing. I'm like, what?
I don't even like 1.8 people,
Now-
let alone, you know.
Well, I can tell you that actually is down from 2022. And it's just astonishing. We don't have a complete grasp, I think, on it's a gold mine out there.
Yes.
And
It's-
that I talk about it a lot and we promote it a lot.
Yeah.
To people, but we need to make sure that we're all on the same page. And the Chamber and I have talked about, Ashley and I've talked about, the Chamber and I have talked about, you know, some collaboration and things we might want to do in the future to make sure that we get in that market, making sure they know 11 minutes up the road is some fantastic things they don't want to miss out on.
Well, me and Brian are with you on that. We've been working on that for a while.
Fantastic, because I really think, you know, we had a retailer I did reach out to me. We talked about people coming to their shop and saying, we didn't even know you were here. We're staying down at Bennett, you know, the guys are fishing, and we didn't even know you're here. This downtown is beautiful, and so I think we have more love to spread.
I do
That's
too.
what I
I do
would
too.
say.
100%.
And
Yes.
that's great with me. I think that's awesome. It's great for all of us.
It is.
So-
Because you were talking about marketing before, and that's my background. That's where I come
Definitely.
from. And,
Yeah.
and you know, having that directed digital marketing there is
Big
something
time.
me and Brian are trying as well. Because when you're talking 1.8 million people, 11 minutes away, it's definitely something that we need to see how we can draw those people down here for our downtown, for our businesses, for just our community in general.
Well, we also, within our grant program, when we advertise within that, they have strict rules, as you can imagine with a governmental agency, that you must follow. One is that your advertising has to be 50 miles and out, outside of a 50-mile radius. The reason is the propensity for someone to stay overnight is much greater if they have to drive over 50 miles. So that's why the program now, we could do our own marketing. Of course, we could target out there as well, like you are probably going to do, which makes perfect sense. We also do some advertising. I partner with the Lake of the Ozarks. We partner at the Division of Tourism here. With the Lake of the Ozarks, we do an ad in rural Missouri because it's very, very expensive, but we actually got that in our grant program. So while we're paying half of the cost of a full page ad, we're also getting half of that cost back. So it's a cheap date for a great punch. I think they have like 800,000 circulation. And we also, in partnership with economic development with the city, we have a digital billboard on the Grand Glaze Bridge westbound. So we capture, it's important, people will drive through here to get to the lake. Why not try to get them to stop? And so we put up events and information and general information on that billboard to maybe catch somebody's eye. Now, we do catch eyes because I get phone calls about it. I originate from that area. So I get calls like, what are you doing bringing your message over to us? It's our territory, traitor. And I'm like, hey. There is enough.
That whole Lake Lebanon thing.
Yeah, I know.
We love you down there,
I'm
you know.
like, but let's be partners. So anyway, I just hang up on them and be done. But yeah, we're here to stay. Just saying that. So, wow, we covered a lot.
We did. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me. This was a first. I've been dreading it.
No, you have.
I've
Just a little bit of
like,
a story of back in the original show. I went and pestered her forever to come on the show, and she just wouldn't do it. So then I just went to the city and made her come on. So.
Yeah, because the best thing to do politically is to go above someone's head. That's always a good thing.
We're not friends anymore, but she's here.
But
that's how it happened.
But the moral of the story is you had fun.
I did have fun.
Yes.
And that's all that matters.
And I'm smelling the food now. I have to go see Kayla.
Yes. So let's go over that real quick again. Kayla, go there. The amazing waffle bar, coffee, consignment, plants. Buy the plants. Those are my wife's usually. But go in there. It's just an amazing store. It's down on the east end of Commercial. Also, one thing that I forgot to say, and I meant to say, and forgot to say, and we'll do that while Sasha, she's calling you a rock star, while I find the things that I need to do.
You are a rock star.
Really
You're a big deal
her.
and a rock star.
Oh, stop.
So one of our, let me go back to here. Okay, so one of our sponsors, CNC Farm and Home, I forgot to mention this when we gave them a shout out. We actually installed internet here to do just this show, but we want you guys to benefit from the internet that we have because it's blazing fast. So if you want to, on a day that Boatown is open for lunch, you want to come in, have an afternoon work with beer available, which is completely acceptable. We don't judge here. Is that it's CNC Farm Home for the Wi-Fi, and Good Morning Lebanon is the password. So come in, enjoy the Wi-Fi, and that is courtesy of CNC Farm and Home.
Thank you, CNC Farm and Home.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep. You learned something today.
I learned that you can work remotely.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You know, it's 2024. Beer and blazing fast internet. That's kind of where I want to live my life.
And
you know.
pizza.
And pizza. Yes.
Pizza.
Probably going to leave some of that out of our marketing materials, but yeah.
Yeah. No. You know, or add them in.
Well,
we're
you
different
said
marketers.
a lot of what you do is behind the scenes.
Indeed
so you
it
don't
is.
have to advertise how you get to where you get.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Should I add, visit LebanonMo.org is our website.
Yes.
Got all of our information on it. We keep a great tab of events. Our office staff there, Valerie Hayes, she is a rock star at that.
Yes, she
Stacia is behind the scenes promotion event coordinator, doing all sorts of amazing things. I could not work with better people or in a better office. And we've got the chamber, we've got LAF.
Yes.
We have a great office.
We do.
We just do.
We're so lucky.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Go pay attention to our sponsors. They make this happen.
Yes.
Go to tourism. Say that website one more time.
Visit LebanonMo.org.
There you go. And your website?
LebMoChamber.com.
You don't need to go to mine. It's fine. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next Friday.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.